Welcome to Skeleton Stories. Today, we're about to venture into one of the most terrifying and mysterious places ever documented, the Backrooms. Imagine waking up in a strange, endless series of rooms with yellow, damp carpets, buzzing fluorescent lights, and the overwhelming scent of old, stale air. There's no way out, no sign of life. Just the unsettling feeling that you're not alone. What are the Backrooms? How did you get here? And more importantly, how do you escape? Stay with me as we unravel this spine-chilling mystery. The Backrooms is a concept that first surfaced on the internet, and quickly, it became an urban legend, a creepypasta that felt all too real. The story goes that if you somehow knocklip out of reality, you end up in the Backrooms. But what does knocklip mean? It's a term borrowed from video games, where players can move through walls and other objects, essentially bypassing the rules of the game. In the context of the Backrooms, it means slipping out of our dimension and into a nightmarish, alternate one. The moment you enter, you're greeted by the same repeating yellow wallpaper, the hum of the lights that never cease, and a feeling of deep, existential dread. There's no sense of time, no sense of space. You could wander for hours, days, or even years, and still be no closer to finding an exit. This is where the true horror lies, in the overwhelming sense of isolation and the endless, monotonous maze that seems to go on forever. The question that haunts many is, how do you end up in the Backrooms? The truth is, there's no clear answer. Some say it happens when you least expect it. Perhaps you take a wrong turn, walk through the wrong door, or maybe you just wake up one day, and everything you knew is gone. The world you've left behind is unreachable, and the only thing that remains is this nightmarish labyrinth. There are reports of people who have claimed to have knocklipped into the Backrooms through dreams, glitches in reality, or even during moments of deep despair. Some believe it's a punishment for those who meddle too much with the unknown. Others think it's just a freak accident, something that could happen to anyone, at any time. The Backrooms aren't just a single, endless hallway of rooms. No, it's far more complex. As you delve deeper, you might find yourself in different levels, each more dangerous and bizarre than the last. The first level is the most well-known, the infamous yellow rooms. But as you descend, the environments shift. Some levels are flooded with waist-high water, others are completely dark, with only the distant sound of something moving in the shadows. There are reports of a level 2, where the rooms are made of concrete, and the air is filled with the smell of gasoline. It's warmer here, and the low hum of the lights is replaced by a high-pitched whine. The deeper you go, the more distorted reality becomes. Level 3 is a claustrophobic nightmare, tight corridors, malfunctioning machinery, and the constant feeling that something is watching you. The lights flicker more here, and the walls seem to close in on you as you move through the space. There's even a rumored level 4, an office-like setting with endless cubicles, broken computers, and the eerie sound of telephones ringing, though no one is there to answer. Each level seems to be designed to wear down your sanity, to make you question what's real and what's not. But the rooms and levels are not the only horrors in the Backrooms. Lurking in the shadows are entities, creatures that defy explanation. They take on different forms, from faceless humanoid figures to things that crawl on all fours. The most commonly reported entity is known as the Hound, a monstrous figure that moves with terrifying speed, its eyes glowing in the darkness. There are also reports of smilers, creatures that only appear in the dark, their toothy grins the last thing you see before they attack. And then there are the wanderers, entities that resemble human beings but behave in inhuman ways. They move in jerky, unnatural motions, and emit sounds that can only be described as distorted human speech. The entities are relentless. They don't need to sleep, they don't need to eat, they only need to hunt. And if they find you, escape is nearly impossible. Who created the Backrooms? Was it some mad scientist, a government experiment gone wrong, or perhaps something far more sinister? The truth is, no one knows for certain. Some speculate that the Backrooms are a parallel dimension, a place that exists just out of sight from our own reality. Others think it might be a glitch in the fabric of our world, a place that shouldn't exist, but somehow does. There are theories that the Backrooms were created by a powerful entity, a being that controls and manipulates reality for its own twisted amusement. This being could be the one pulling the strings, watching as we struggle to survive in its labyrinth. But who, or what, this entity is, remains a mystery. Now, let's talk about the truth. The Backrooms may have started as an internet horror story, a creepypasta designed to scare and entertain. But as the story spread, it took on a life of its own. People began to share their own experiences, their own theories, and soon, the Backrooms became something more, a shared nightmare, a collective fear that resonated with so many. Why? Because the backrooms tap into one of our deepest fears, the fear of the unknown, of being lost, of being trapped in a place where reality doesn't play by the rules. It's a fear that's universal, one that we all feel at some point in our lives. And that's why the backrooms continue to haunt us, why they remain so terrifying. In the end, the backrooms may be nothing more than a story, a piece of fiction that took on a life of its own. But isn't that the most terrifying part? That something so unreal could feel so real, that the line between reality and fiction could blur so easily?